Hey everybody, today is Thursday, November 22nd, 2012, and today is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving everybody. I know I haven't checked in on quite a few days, sorry for that. Work was a little bit busy this week. I work for a retail company and, obviously getting ready for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, things were totally crazy. I also don't have too much to report. I am getting a little bit better in terms of being like sniffly during the day. It's always fine, like within 5 minutes of me laying down at night to go to sleep. The sniffles always go away, but when I'm out and about, I'm always just kind of like sniffing and, wiping my nose, and I don't know, I guess that's something that's just going to go away eventually. That's really the only thing. It's also, quite cold. I live in New Jersey and it's November, so every time I go outside, especially breathing in the cold air and the dry air, it really kind of hurts the inside of my nose, I guess, just while it's still healing, so that's really the only other thing that's bugging me. I actually called my doctor yesterday. I was a runner. I've run 31 marathons, so I'm a pretty big time runner. And not being able to run since the surgery has been kind of difficult, especially because, if you've watched my other videos, I have some stuff going on in my personal life, and running's usually kind of how I deal with it, so not being able to do that has been super, super hard. So I called my doctor yesterday and asked if I could run a 5K this morning, and they said, it was okay. They said I really shouldn't get my heart rate up and that it might cause like swelling and bleeding. But I promised them I would take it super easy, so I went ahead and did that this morning. I was really uncomfortable for the first about mile. My nose was hurting, like, I don't know, especially like in the tip, it just kind of felt like blood was like rushing into it, and I thought I was gonna have to stop and walk, but I kind of just kept going. I was running super slow, like probably like 11 or 12-minute miles, which is, I'm slow to begin with, but that's like really slow for me. So I definitely did take it easy. I feel, good for having gone out there. I'm probably, I'm not gonna, start getting back into my running routine or anything. But I may, go for another jog in a few days. Again, taking it super easy. I definitely don't recommend you doing that without talking to your doctor though, so, yeah, that's probably the biggest news, and I have been out and about a few times. I hung out with my group of friends last Saturday. We did like a Friendsgiving every year. So I went out, and most of them didn't know that I was getting the nose job, so I was kind of curious to see if anybody would notice that there was anything different. Honestly, nobody said anything, and I still had a little bit of bruising. Just one friend came up to me and like pulled me aside and was like, what happened? Like, I noticed you're kind of discolored, and she was kind of more concerned than anything. So I told her, and that was it. The couple of people who did know that I had something done, obviously they were like, oh, it looks good, but they said they couldn't really tell anything was done, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't want everybody being like, oh my god, like, you totally got a nose job, like, crazy. But I did kind of want people to say like, oh hey, like, you look really good, or like, did you do something different? Like, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit noticeable, so I don't know, I guess I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but I still am happy with the results, and I know that the swelling's still going down. I took a picture of myself today from my left side. Usually I wouldn't let anybody do that because I hate my left profile. It was from a little bit far away, so it was hard to tell, but I think I still hate my left profile. It's definitely much better, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I know I still have to give it some time because it's not the final result, but that's just kind of, I guess, my initial thoughts and reactions to being out and about in the world. I am going back to work on Monday. I'm not really looking forward to that. I feel fine, and, after seeing how my friends reacted, I pretty much think nobody at work is gonna have any idea what I had done and won't, think anything at all of it. But just kind of getting back into the routine, and I take public transportation to work, and it's usually like a crowded train, and everybody's, arms are like up in the air holding on to, poles and stuff on the train, and I'm kind of worried about getting bumped, because it's definitely still tender, and I know it's still healing, and I don't want anything to get messed up, so I'm going to be super paranoid about being in a crowd, but hopefully nothing bad will happen. So that's about it. I probably will continue occasionally to post updates if I have anything interesting to talk about. But as you can tell, at least from the outside, I'm mostly healed. So I will just show you my right and left and underneath profiles and call it a day. So here's the right and the left and underneath. And that's it. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.